Great, guys. You're welcome to another amazing session with Dr. Mayowa Owolabi. And this session is very important to me. And when I mean important to me, it's one of the strategies that I have used to bounce back. And in the course of this training, I'm going to be teaching you more. Time is one of the most expensive, unreversible assets that we have on earth. And we have to be dedicated, we have to be disciplined on how to use it. Over time, I've seen people mismanage or use their time for what is not productive and what cannot increase them in value, why they do not put enough time into what will give value or add value to them. And I've seen a lot of time people say, I wish I could go back. I wish I can buy back time. I wish I can get the best. I wish. But in the real sense, there's nothing about wishing. It's about putting things to work. And I'll give you two life examples. One of my coach was sharing with us in one of our sessions, and he said, Mayowa, do you know that while he was with his own mentor, his mentor said, why did you come late for this meeting? You rarely come late. And he said, sir, this 2-minute lateness was because I needed to get my shoe polished. And the mentor said, do you still polish your shoe? And he said, yes, because I love it sparkling, I love it sharp and all of that. And the man said, okay, it's not bad. However, have you thought of how much your hours is worth? This particular coach of mine said, not yet. And he said, so what's your average cost for 1 hour if somebody is going to pay you? And he said, okay, let's just say, for example, $1,000. And he said, so let's break it down to minutes. By the time he broke it down to minutes, he discovered that an average person should pay him $50 per minute. Let's just assume. And he said, so $50 per minute. So how long did it take you to polish the shoe? To polish the shoe took him about 7 to 10 minutes. And he said, that is the challenge. Because you do not know the cost of your time, that is why you are doing what is not productive, that is not valuable to you. So if you tell someone who can polish that shoe for $2 in 10 minutes, that person is fine with $2 in 10 minutes. But you cannot pay $500 for 10 minutes. You can't lose, $40, $50, $200 for 10 minutes. So that is how you have to treat your life. And he said after that time, he does not iron his clothes again, and he does not polish his shoe again. He has to bring in a laundry framework to be able to fix that. Now, take that to your life today. What is important to you? How much is your cost per time, per hour? How much are you expecting people to pay you for an hour? What will it save you if somebody is doing that particular activity for you? And this is how you need to begin to think, because time is really, really expensive. You can get back money that you lose, but you might not be able to get back time that you lose. Another scenario is what happened to me when I partnered with a US-based company. Between 2017 and 2020, I made about 600 million naira in profit. And, after COVID, they were not ready to renew. And that took me back to, so where is all the money that I have made? And I realized that I didn't have enough money to keep for myself. Then I realized I had to buy back time, because at 35, I only had 15 million in assets, but over $1 billion naira has gone through my account in profit. That is somebody's case study right now. You are 40 and you're just getting to know that you don't have anything attached to you. You're 50 and you're just getting to know that nothing is attached to you. And what is coming to your mind is, how can I buy back time? So in these two scenarios, what's the first thing? So let's first tackle the tax scenario. Number one, you need to learn how to what? How to delegate. You need to learn how to delegate. What can I do that somebody else can do for me? You need to learn to assign such tasks to people, either in your office, at home, so that you can focus on what is important to you. Let's give it let's attach some realities to it right now. Let's say, for example, you like to eat food, and or you like to eat a particular type of food, but it's going to be taking you countless of hours to get the food ready. You want to cost yourself and say, how much will it cost me to stand up to cook this food? But can I get the best cook to deliver this cook? With that, you can delegate some of these tasks and put it in a system. Now, if you delegate without structure, without system, the job might not be done well. But can you list out what you do when you are delivering that particular task? So the HR people call it SOP. I call it workflow. So number one, I will boil water. Number two, I will put this on fire. Number three, I'll put this. Turn it into a process, a workflow. That is the workflow that you will hand over to the person that is to deliver that task for you. Then what do? Find a way to automate it, systematize it. Currently in my office as the CEO of Mayowa Owolabi company, one of the things that has helped us is the launch of what we call the business control tower, which allows us to have every staff in the company follow through their tasks every day. So we have daily tasks, weekly tasks, monthly tasks. And all of these tasks, every staff or every team member have access to this. That allows us to even generate notifications that will send them reminder over time, so that I don't need to remind them. Their team lead do not need to remind them, and the work is moving. One of the things that made me love this particular system is taxes. Our taxes are there. Our CRM for customers and leads is there. Our finance for sales record keeping and all of that. And we had to develop that in-house. Although we are giving it out for some of the people in our network, Mayowa Owolabi network, to be able to access that too. So if you are interested, you can always comment in the video below so that you can leverage on that particular tool. It will help you forever. So delegate and systematize. Number two, automate the process, which is still the major part of system. Don't just delegate, automate it. What do you want to be doing? How do you want to be doing it? How can it be done without you? How can it be fast with your involvement? Look for tools that can help you. So number one, delegate. Number two, automate, which is the system. And number three, another way to buy back time is building assets. And that is what I have done. When I discovered that almost 600 million naira has passed through my account in 3 years, and I had nothing to show for it. So some of you listening to me right now, you are saying, how can I buy back time? Yes, you can buy back time. To be able to what? To get all the things that you have missed back. You see, the framework for buying back time when it comes to finance is sacrifice. Yes, sacrifice. So this is it. Let's say, for example, build assets. That's number 3. Let's say, for example, what you plan to spend every month is 50% of your income. Another one that you want to spend for yourself is 30% on assets. So what I did, because I needed to buy back time, and I realized that at 35, I look like a billionaire, but I was not a billionaire. And you see, you don't want to look wealthy. You want to be really, really wealthy. So what did I do? I sacrificed. I put in my assets in 50, and I brought back my expense under assets. Now, was it convenient? No, it was not. It was not convenient at all. But guys, it paid off. In 4 years, we built our asset to about 2 billion in assets. You see, it has helped. And if you can do it also, it will help. Then, what do? Every month, you are investing. So let's say, for example, you are 50 years old right now, and everything that is attached to you is just 20 million. And at 50, you should be worth minimum 100 million to 300 million. Minimum. So what do? You go back to the drawing table. What are the inflows that are coming? Instead of you spending it anyhow, can I channel it into asset building? At 55, at 60, then you now start consolidating. You are now putting those funds, putting those things into trust so that they can now start paying you aggressively. So that is my approach. And what do once you put that asset in? As a company, start buying land, because land is a covenant asset. It will never drop in value. It will always keep growing in value. What do you start doing? Start investing in gold and silver. It will not drop in value. What can you start doing? Start doing agriculture. We just launched 300 acres of palm oil. Palm oil will be giving us on 300 acres an average of 300 million to 600 million every year. So you can buy 1 acre out of the 300 acres. You can buy 5 acres. You can buy 10 acres. But for the next 40 years, you keep making money for the rest of your life. Now, let me talk about some numbers so you'll know what I'm talking about. Let's say, for example, you want to make 5 million every year. 5 million every year means that you need to have a building of about 50 million. When you invest that 50 million, you get a 5 million every year. But guess what? If you put the same 10 million, if you pull out 10 million out of that same 50 million, and you put it in palm oil, for example, or cashew plantation, you'll be doing an average of 3 million to 5 million every single year for the rest of your life. So for me, it's not just about building houses. It's about understanding what works and how best you can get what you're looking for. So with this, you can buy back time. Now, like I said earlier, when you are buying back time, when it comes to money, it has to be sacrificial. You have to sacrifice. It's not going to be convenient, but it's worth it. And I have over 230 people in our community already that are already sacrificing to buy back time. Because nobody told us. Nobody told me to. Some even told me, my mom even told me, but she did not teach me how to compound with it. So, if you are interested in buying back time, you can comment below, I want to join your community. Then any of my team will definitely get back to you. Or you send us a mail at me@mayowolabi.com, as is showing on the screen. me@mayowolabi.com. Send your name, send your phone number, and send, I'm interested in buying assets. Send it to the email, and my team will definitely call you and get you started. Sometimes you can start as low as 100,000 naira, 500,000 naira monthly, and the rest is history. Number 4, focus on high value activities. High value. You You want to ask yourself, what must I do to earn more? What must I do to get more? If I do this, I will get more. Focus on high value activities that can allow you to leverage and create what you want to create, what you want to leverage on, what you want to become. For example, if I'm going to do 10 videos every single month, what will be the end of it? Compared to if I'm going to do one radio advert in a month. One radio, I have to pay more. YouTube, I would not pay. And over 8,000 people on my platform will watch the video. So I would rather go for more videos so that I can reach out to more people and I can leverage. You have to sit down and ask yourself, what are the high value activities that can help me to do what? To buy back time. Listen to me. Time is important. Time is one of the most expensive assets that we have. And if you walk through this 4 framework, I guarantee you that you are going to be better. So today, what do you need to fix? Start with 1 and grow from there. Comment at the bottom of this video what you're going to fix and what you're going to be implementing. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Dr. Mayowa. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. A lot of you watch these videos without subscribing, but you need more so that any other time we upload more valuable content, you don't miss it out. I'll see you in the next episode. Peace out.